I heard Wendy's needs a new chief tasting officer, and I feel like the only way you can get that is by actually trying something. So let's try a few new things. Welcome back to Grizzly Tries, and as you know, I do try new things. I have had Wendy's before, but I always get the same thing. Spicy chicken sandwich, fries, and a chocolate frosty. Because you gotta dip those fries, am I right? But today we got some different things. Obviously, still got the fries, because they gotta go with the chocolate frosty, but with Thin Mints. I got the Cinnabon pull-apart. Did not know that was a thing. And then I got a burger, the cheesy, spicy, saucy burger, something like that. But there's a fry. I think they have the best fries in my opinion. Alright. Napkins, because this might get messy. Let's start with main course. Pop this open. So it's supposed to be the cheesy single, and it's... Ooh, rolling my sleeves for this one because I can see the cheese just coming off this. I usually don't do their burgers, so this is going to be kind of a new experience. You got the bacon, the cheese, the meat. It's cheese on all sides. It's literally just falling off of here. Okay. Drenching something in cheese is always pretty good. It is definitely American cheese. It melted really well. Surprisingly enough, it is not overpowering. It's actually extremely good. You get a lot of cheese flavor at first with a little bit of like the meat, but as you kind of bury into it, you get a bit of the bacon, and you do taste bun. The bun's still there. Bun is always prevalent. But that's actually really, I prefer that over a standard cheeseburger because there's usually never enough cheese. I like cheese on my burgers. I'm going to give that, I think the only thing I would add, because I don't see any, is maybe ketchup. Just because I feel like it needs a little bit of tang. I'm going to give this 8.5 out of 10. So good. Had to pause for a second because I literally had to get cheese off of my hands because it is everywhere. Make sure you have a few napkins. Next, let's go into the Thin Mint Frosty thing. So they had this last year, and I did have it last year. I had one gripe with it. It did not have any pieces in it. This one does, and I am so excited. So let's just get in there. It looks like it got mixed around like they used the machine. I can't take the lid off or else it's going to spill out, and I'm not going to risk that. So let's just get a good scoop. Chocolate frosty. See some big Thin Mint pieces. That was absolutely the upgrade it need. It's not overpowering like in mintiness. That is always can be a concern, but it's perfect. And of course, the obligatory fry. Oh, that's even better. Thin Mint is absolutely the best frosty. I hate when it disappears. Literally a 10 out of 10 since they added that. It was like a 9 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10 before, but now that they've added the chunks, absolutely 10 out of 10. All right, last but not least, we're going to try the Cinnabon pull-apart. So they kind of have the Cinnabon all on one side and then the sauce on the other, which I guess kind of makes sense because you're kind of supposed to pull apart and kind of dip it over there. Okay. It is literally a cinnamon roll, just pulled apart into bits and pieces. The one hard part, I think, it looks like there's some sauce in the bottom. I'd be worried about running out of the sauce because it doesn't look like there's a ton. But overall, really good. Some of the pieces, it doesn't seem like the cinnamon really mixed into it as well, like inside. But at least there's enough on the outside to kind of cover that. I think I might prefer a standard cinnamon roll. A little bit easier that everything's covered. I feel like a little less messy because you tend to use a fork. So I'm going to give that overall, we'll go 6 out of 10 because it's still a cinnamon roll, still good. Really messy. It doesn't seem like the cinnamon goes throughout quite as well, but that's all right. Overall though, this whole meal was delicious. Obviously, it's Wendy's. Wendy's top tier for me. This whole meal together, I'm going to say, is probably a 9 out of 10. Frosty definitely pulls it up, especially when you put the fries with it. Burger's delicious. Cinnabon, obviously good as well. But I think they definitely did things right. Don't remove this off your menu. I know you probably have to once the season's gone. Just don't. Leave it on there forever. But you know what? Want to ask me why I should be Chief Tasting Officer? Because apparently you're supposed to say that. There's been a lot of gimmicks. I'm just here to taste test and tell you what I think. Wendy's I knew would probably be pretty good and pretty hard to beat anyways. But who knows? I could have found something I didn't like. And if you want to know if I'm kind of trustworthy on some of these things, if I'll tell you the truth of how I like them, watch a few of these next clips to see how I've reacted before. Oh. Should not taste like this. Oh! It's spicy too. Oh, that's really... Alright guys, let me know in the comments below what I should try next. Thank you for considering me for Wendy's Chief Tasting Officer, and I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye!